Hello, welcome to the great state of New York. It is currently 38 degrees and my Corvair is poking out. I'm going to push it in a little while. Probably cover this because I don't know. I feel like it should be covered. But this is the Corvair. I never showed this, but yeah. Yes, there is a hubcap for the back, but I took it off to replace one of the valve covers because it had a giant hole in it. But I'm probably going to replace these wheels anyway because I want some wider wheels. But it's in pretty good condition. Whoops. I'm sure you guys saw the engine. So, what am I going to do to this engine? So, what I learned was points. So, when a 12 volt battery's, doing its thing, go to this point, you have to like do stuff to it that I don't want to do to it. So pretty much what I'm waiting for is this Pertronix 2, I guess. It's gonna replace this whole entire unit right here, and then it should start up fine. But what happened was this is obviously giving spark right here, but it's not giving enough spark, enough to actually turn the rotor right here. So this is getting all taken out, and well, I might just keep that or replace it. I'm not sure. And I probably will definitely rewire all this. I'm definitely gonna see. I ran the wires all the way back here, and yeah, it's just a mess. But yeah, we're gonna go out with the old and with the new, and I got another distributor cap on the way. Even though this one's pretty good, to be honest. I can probably use this, but I'm not going to because I don't want to. So yeah, the only issues with the car is just minor imperfections right here. This is the biggest thing right here. So I'm probably gonna putty-dutty that. Then some other imperfections here, unfortunately. But yeah, this is what the hubcap looks like. I don't like hubcaps. And then unfortunately, I don't have a little key to go there. This doesn't have a key actually, because the last one didn't give me any key. Now if we go inside, of course I showed you a little inside. There's a big giant hole there because I had to cut all the cancer out. But instead of just cutting all that out, I'm probably just going to do the whole entire floor pan because honestly it would just be safer. I don't know. And I could just weld an already done pan, but everything looks nice here. Everything's like really genuine. That's new. But I will probably get that fixed by someone who could do that. And then we have the back. Of course the ducts are, there's the two caps. And the seats are out, but this one's has a little rip in them in the front. This is the driver's seat, so I'm going to either get that repaired or replaced. I'm not sure. Then there's the gas tank that I have to replace, but it is snowing. I was going to do it today, but it is snowing. I don't know why. It's snowing in New York. It's almost June. April. But the only thing that's broken on this right here is the turn signal. That's about it. And whatever this is right here, it's so bright so it won't focus. Not really sure what this does, but it looks like a choke, to be honest. Sorry, the brightness was just reflecting off the windshield into my camera. But yeah, I guess this is a choke. I'm not too sure, but it has an auto choke, so not sure what that is. And then of course the emergency brake. Just gonna leave that on because I want it to roll. But yeah, this is pretty much the project. And once it gets warmer, I'm definitely gonna weld these pans and do the entire interior. Because I don't know. I'm thinking about it because I already cut these out. These were expensive, like $40 per sheet, and I bought two. And I have everything cut out. So, for example, I voted. I already have this cut out. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. And then I could just paint over it and call it a day. So I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. If I want to replace the whole pan or not. So we'll see. So this is the pan I was talking about. It's, yeah, I don't know what the hell happened, but I kind of wish I showed you the inside. But it's pretty I don't know. It's pretty mint down there. It still starts. It still runs. But yeah, not sure if this was the reason why this car was grounded for however many years, but that could be it. And here's the mid pipe, the pipe that goes underneath. It goes like kind of this way. So I had to replace this because this was leaking, and well, there was a big hole right here. So it was a big exhaust leak, and the non-existent turbo was not really doing its job. But let me just show you what I replaced. Move oil. So on both sides I just replaced those. Yes, it was leaking, and that's like not yesterday's, but like last year's oil leak, and that's why it was leaking through that hole over there. But we are good. We are kind of good. Maybe we'll figure it out. But yeah, there's a lot of things I have to replace down here, and I was gonna run a line to the front for the fuel tank, but it's just so damn cold, so probably gonna do that another time. But hello, so it's been a while, but I purchased the Pertronix igniter too. So this is what it came with. This is the magnet thing you just slip over, a new plate, extra hardware, and well, the actual resistor. This cost me $158. It's a little expensive, but so I'm obviously gonna just take the entire plate off. This goes one way on, so there's no mistaking with that. And then just 2 flat heads. Try to not lose these because I lost a few screws in there. It's just an abyss. Oh, by the way, make sure you disconnect your battery. Don't want to make that mistake. And probably just gonna yoink this out somehow. This is just, oh yeah. Well, I thought this was supposed to come out. Yeah, this is supposed to be a rubber. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you just have to give it some motivation. That's a little dirty, so I'm probably gonna use my pocket rag to clean that up. I'm slightly concerned that there's a little rust in there, but I've actually had this cap off for like a month just waiting for this product, so I'm pretty sure that's why there's a little rust in there, because I live in the great state of New York. By the way, it's 30 degrees in this great state today on a Wednesday morning. So these are obviously the same, making sure. But pretty much this notch goes into that little hole right there. Just put it on itself, and then you just sneak it in there. Boom. And then you just twist that just to line up, and then you put your screws back in. Don't forget to cover this Just goes right back on. Do not lose these. That would suck. So I'm just gonna pre-screw them just so I don't lose them. Oop, I almost lost them. I am not trying to go screw hunting. Pre-screw one. Now with the distributor cabinet, they have like Phillip head screws, so those go here. And we're just gonna give this a little snug down. There we go. There you go. You just want to make sure they're nice and snug. You don't have to over tighten these. So we have the magnet right here. The letters go on top, and you can test your magnet by, you know, just it sticks to the metal. And that just goes right over here. And that's it. It's snugly on there. And now we're just going to put the actual igniter on and smooth. Now try not to open this over your Corvair's engine because you will definitely lose all this. So these are the two bolts we're going to use, and then this is like a what is it called? We put this between the magnet and the spacers. What's it called? Put it between the magnet and the igniter itself, and then we can tighten these down. Just like the screws, you just want to go by hand. If you're nervous, use a magnet and hold it while you screw it in. Just find that harder. And then the other one, just be very, very careful and patient. Because again, you don't want to go digging. Now you don't want to tighten these. You want to use the spacer. Clean it up a little. Of course, you're gonna loosen it a little bit. Put the spacer between the magnet. And what I would do is tighten it from there. You're going to want to use a 11/32 and just snug it on. And a 9 would work, but this is perfect. Oop, wrong way. Didn't see any torque specs for this, but I'm sure it's not crazy. Just tighten it onto the UGA. I'll just wrist tighten it because not all that strong, but I trust my wrist. And then take the spacer out and you're good. So unfortunately my cool meta glasses died, but so what I did was don't tighten everything. Just keep that loose, keep this loose, put the spacer in between. And then what you want to do is then tighten everything up. So that was my mistake, because you're going to want this to just gladly go through. You're not going to want this to be tight, like, yeah. So as long as it's glad going through, you're good. Oh yeah, and keep this in there until you're done with everything. So I'm pretty much just going to wrap that around, and then the red wire goes to the positive, black wire negative, and then we're gonna do is just uninstall this resistor. I'm probably gonna save it, but apparently this kit needs 12 volts like straight to the ignition, so that's what we're gonna do. So here's what I did. Of course these wires, they're just freaking long, so we're just gonna wrap these around, and then we'll put them right in here. They don't really, it doesn't really stay, but yeah, like this is just long. That's probably my biggest complaint, because I'm sure this is gonna rub eventually, unless, yeah, I'll figure it out. But anyway, so red wire went to the positive, black wire went to the negative, and then of course I connected this up. This is gonna get redone one day, as well as the other side. So those are the two grounds. So I snipped the two resistors off, wires off, and then I reconnected them. Yes, I just tied up in black tape, but this is just for now, and we will do like a professional detail one day. So yeah, 12 volts straight to the igniter, and we're just gonna put the cap back on and probably give it a spin. It is 30 degrees, it's kind of cold, but we'll see what happens. Of course, as I was tightening it on, this distributor, this part of the distributor cap broke. My luck, of course. So yeah, I thought I could just scoop this into the distributor cap, and then, but these are just way too long, so I'm probably gonna have to see if I can just move this up, maybe. Let me see if I can do it one hand. Oh, I could have done this all along and saved myself a cap. Well, learn from me. Yeah, so all you gotta just do is just motivate it to move. It moves pretty easily. A little bit more. Well, yeah, this is sad. That's alright though. Probably not gonna start it today. Gonna order a new distributor cap, and then we'll go from there. So good thing O'Reilly had actually one last distributor, so we're pretty much going to just do one at a time and place one at a time. Don't do it freaking, don't take them all out, because then the firing order won't be correct, because you'll probably make a mistake unless you're an expert. I'm not an expert. Voila, new distributor cap, new ignition controller thing, new ignition, new turbo, new freaking gas lines. This one still has to go in the back. Change the oil, change the filter, deleted the resistor. Not a new battery, but it's a BMW battery. So we're just gonna slide this on here. And yes, I will be getting a battery that fits in there, but the other battery, it's all messed up, and I don't feel like spending another $100 on a battery when I have a perfectly good running battery, working battery right here. And I think I'm gonna grease this up as well, and then yeah, let's see if it starts. So I found an issue here. This wire and this wire are no longer connected, so I'm probably gonna chase this wire all the way back. I'm pretty sure it's this wire, but we're gonna fix that and see if it starts, because it ain't starting. Mistake I made. Now this thing, you have to connect this from here to one of these points, so you have to ground this, or you know, it's not gonna work. So before I put the turbo shield on, I am going to start it for you guys. it does start. That's the exciting news, but I'm gonna start it for you guys. It's a little loud, but here, watch this. It actually starts. Make sure it's not in. There you go. I just need some ether. Yeah, it starts. This thing actually starts. Showing me how to like time it, so you just pretty much spin this around. Of course I'm gonna fix this, so pretty much you have to put this here and just do it for everyone, and then you can just time it backwards, I guess. But the most important thing I want to do is the fuel line. So I have to run this all the way to the front, and then what I want to do before I do it, mess with any of that, is clean up this wiring, because I don't want to like use the gas tank anymore. But yeah, it runs. Now, look under here. Don't really have much of a, exhaust tip. So I'm probably gonna remove this muffler because it's already like really welded in there. And then probably put like some aftermarket muffler on it. It's gonna be really cool. But yeah, we are finally here. It is hitting the line right here, but that's okay. The new belt comes in Friday, so we'll replace the new belt, and we're also gonna replace this screw right down here because or this will just like eventually die. But yeah, we finally made it to this portion of the Corvair slide. Well, thank you for everything. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you subscribe.